Voters go to the polls tomorrow to decide races too close to call from the May primary.
One of the more closely watched runoffs is the Republican race for the 11th District congressional seat. News 13's Frank Faboni caught up with the candidates today.
Frank, how are they preparing for tomorrow's election?
Well, they're meeting and greeting people in the areas they think are critical to win. Like most runoffs, the winner in this race will be determined by the candidate who can get voters to the polls.
Jobs are created.
It began with a huge field of candidates.
Being one of two candidates, it has been a different campaign.
8 Republicans, most attending a forum in March, with Vance Patterson being the last of 2 still standing.
It's been a lot more focused on the two of us, and there's been a lot of attention trying to get us to differentiate ourselves between each other.
We know it's going to be low voter turnout.
The other candidate, Mark Meadows, was the top vote getter in the May primary in a newly carved up and challenging district.
17 counties in 4 hours and 42 minutes from one end to the other, and truly trying to get to meet everybody is almost impossible.
He describes himself as a Christian conservative businessman who started his own development company and got into the race on the advice of friends.
What I want to do is make sure that we get spending in our fiscal house in order. We've got to do that, because if not, all the things that we hold dear are in jeopardy.
Patterson is also a businessman who echoes many of his opponents' ideals, but still feels a runoff is important to the conservative cause.
We are still out there. We're getting much more attention than the Democrat candidate is right now, because we're having this campaign, and that's good for the Republican Party.
He calls Meadows the establishment candidate and promises if elected, he'll be different, a message both are now embracing.
We don't need the representative to go live in the bubble in Washington. We need the attention here, where the work is to be done.
So they really want to change and want to make sure that whoever they send up there does it differently, and that's what we're committed to do.
Polls open tomorrow morning at 6:30 and remain open until 7:30 tomorrow night. And remember to stay with News 13 for complete election coverage. We'll have the results for you just as soon as they're available.